Good afternoon, grades 3rd to 4th. Today we'll be learning about the brain. Did you ever wonder what controls our every emotion and action? What controls our impulses and what makes us have our fight or fight impulse? This comes from the hypothalamus, which is stimulated by the amygdala. It stimulates our fight or flight response. And this is the brain. This is part of the brain right here. And we'll be learning about the different parts of the brain today. The pons, it controls our motor functions and takes care of our consciousness in our sleep. The medulla oblongata maintains heart rate and the other essential body functions. The cerebrum is a large part of the brain that contains the cerebral cortex. It has several subcortical structures, including the hippocampus. The cerebellum is at the base of the back of the brain, and it is responsible for coordination and balance. The brain is also divided into several lobes. The frontal lobe, which is responsible for problem solving and judgment and motor skills. The parietal lobe, which maintains sensation, handwriting, and body position. The temporal lobe involves the memory and hearing. The occipital lobe, it contains the brain, visual processing system, and basically your eyes. The cerebrum also consists of a cerebral hemisphere and accounts for 2/3 of the total weight of the brain. One hemisphere is usually the left is functionally dominant, controlling language and speech. So if you ever wondered why you had issues with your speech or your language was kind of threw off, it was because it was an issue with that part of your brain. The basal ganglia coordinates messages between the other areas of the brain. And I will be showing you this again. This is the brain. And for our lesson, I want everyone in my group to draw a part of the brain and also to do a little research and tell me more about the different areas of the brain. And you can always send the questions or comments in the end, or if you have answers that you want about the different parts of the brain, you can leave it in the comment section, or you could send me an email at my email address, or give me a text at the information I gave you in your packets. Thank you. That's the lesson for today.